guys, so today I thought I'd talk about stupid expensive products that I love and actual affordable alternatives to those. There's a lot of really stupidly, ridiculously expensive products that are great, but nearly all of them have a much more affordable alternative that works just as good or pretty darn good, close to it. So I thought I'd start with my Nebulyft because this thing was $700. It uses multipolar radio frequency technology, which is debated, contested, discussed. A lot of more research is coming out about it. And to be honest, I will say I've noticed improvement. It seems to be firming up my skin. And the theory is these little dots produce some heat, which in your dermis sinks in and helps your skin produce more collagen, therefore firming and tightening it up. And I've noticed some help with it. It's nothing crazy overwhelming, and it does take some time, and you have to use a primer on it, smooth over your skin. It's okay, but I do like it. It's been impressive. However, there is an affordable alternative to this product. It's called the Newa, N-E-W-A. I'll link to it below. And it is similar technology, and it costs about $300 or sometimes less. Actually, I bought the Newa first, and I didn't love the use of it compared to this one. It's just easier to use. Is it $400 difference? No. And I do like this one. The Newa is great. A lot of people actually prefer the Newa to this one, which is nice because it is more affordable. But anyway, it does similar technology, works similarly, just a little bit harder to use. And the $300 one uses a plug. This one's cordless. $400 difference? I don't know. But either way, it's a nice affordable alternative to this if you're looking for the technology to use with it. Next up, another stupid expensive product, the Illuminage Skin Smoothing Laser. When I picked this up, it cost around $500. It's not quite as available. I think I picked this up from Nordstrom during after Christmas holiday shopping week. So I probably didn't pay $500 for it. But if you want to get a new one, it's about $500. There is something very similar to this that costs about $300, $320, which is almost half of what this costs. That's the Nero Laser. And it again uses a similar technology, and this is a wrinkle laser that you can use around your eyes and mouth, as opposed to like the Tria laser, which is much larger. You can smooth it over your entire face. This one is just for the wrinkles around your eye and mouth, and it does hurt. But the Nira Laser is much more affordable and use similar technology, similar results. So when this one dies, I'm going to get the Nira Laser. So I link to it below. Okay, next up. So this one I bought on a bad, I'm not good at math. And this one I think was 69 euros or pounds. And I did the conversion. It came out to like $20. So I bought it and I was excited. And then I realized, yeah, I didn't pay $20 for that. I paid more like $60 for it. For a cleanser. And it's 3.38 ounces. That is so small. I do love it. But at $70, there's a much more affordable alternative. And it's very similar in ingredients. And that is the Byoma Jelly Cleanser. This one is $12 at Target, and it's very similar ingredients. It works similarly. It's not drying. Both of them are very hydrating for your skin. I also have one more, which is $16, and that's the CeraVe Hydrating Cream to Foam Cleanser. So what is that? 70 minus 16 is like 54, I think, right? I got that part right. Maybe when I wanted to try this, I tricked my mind into thinking it was cheaper. But anyway, these are two very similar products that are much more affordable. And especially for something that in the long run is going to get rinsed down the drain. Probably don't need to spend $70 on it. If I really would have done the correct math, I probably wouldn't have bought it. Although, whatever. I'm crazy, so. Okay, next up. The Skin Medica TNS Recovery Complex. Their Advanced Serum or their TNS Essential Serum. They're all wonderful. I've tried all of them. I love them all. This is actually my least favorite of them. I really like the Advanced and Essential Serum. They retail for $290 because they use these fancy human collagen fibroblast conditioned media, which does help with fine lines. This stuff is amazing. It does work. Even just after using it a couple weeks, it's impressive. It does work amazing. But it's like $300. So there's a couple alternatives. The Osmosis MD Stem Factor uses the similar media. It's about $120, much more affordable. This does have fragrance in it, whereas their Essential TNS Serum doesn't. But it's a very close alternative to this. And the other one that I've tested and tried is the Reviv Serum Ultimate Serum. That's $99. It's a great dupe alternative Again, very similar ingredient list. So if you're thinking about checking out the Skin Medica, it might be worth trying out some of the dupes. There's not a lot of dupes, but there's a couple that are close. So might be worth checking out and saving yourself a couple $100. And you can fill up your gas tank with it once and, well, what gas tank would fit $200? Whatever. I was just making a funny joke, which wasn't very funny. I missed my spot as a comedian. Okay, that's why I'm here. So next up, I love the Evy Technology Face Defense Sun Face Mousse. I actually have a good friend. She just had the Mohs surgery for a skin cancer under her eye. I actually gave her a bottle of this. I said I love it. It's one of the best. It's wonderful. However, these tubes, so to get them in the US, you have to buy 6 of them, and they retail around $50, $60 a bottle. So it's freaking expensive. So to just get one bottle in the US, it basically costs $300. Kind of pricey, or even more sometimes. So I love it, but there's some sunscreens that are wonderful. I will mention the Groom Altruist SPF 50 face sunscreen. This stuff is wonderful. Lots of good filters, great technology, good sunscreen all around. I will mention that the COTS brand also has a mineral foam sunscreen, which costs $25, so it's about half the price. And then Anessa, I don't know if they still make this overseas, but my sunscreen guardian angel who lives in Japan sent me this, and it's very similar to the Eevee. It's kind of a bubbly, foamy sunscreen, too. So, some good alternatives if you live where it's hard to get the Eevee. Okay, next up. Skinceuticals Vitamin C Serum. It's wonderful. It's $160 the first time I tried it. Now I looked, it's $166. I don't even have a little empty bottle of it because the last time I went through a full-size bottle of it was a while ago. But it is wonderful. A lot of people love it. But there are some really good alternatives which will save you $150 or $156. The Geek and Gorgeous Seagull Vitamin C Serum is nearly identical. Costs $10. Wonderful. I actually have a bottle of it in my fridge. I've went through it. I've reviewed it. Love it. The other one we're checking out is the Dr. Brenner C Serum. This stuff is also very similar. This one costs $19, so you're going to save yourself around $145. And this one, again, nearly identical to the Skinceuticals. Okay, next up, got a couple more. The Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair, what do they call it? Synchronized Recovery Complex 2, because Advanced Night Repair is not easy enough to remember. This stuff retails for about $105. It is expensive. It is nice. It's wonderful. It has some really nice ingredients. However, I found some really good alternatives to this, which will save you around $90, $80. The first one is the Rovectin Clean Forever Young Bioma Ampule. This one costs $22. I've reviewed it. I love this. Good alternative. Much more affordable. The other one is the Manyo Baphyta Biome Complex Ampule, which retails for about $30. So this one will save you about $75. This stuff also very similar and no fragrance or anything like that in either of these or any of these except for the 2 I mentioned. But wonderful, very similar, worth checking out. Unless you get the Estee Lauder one on a good sale. Sometimes it's on a good sale, so. Okay, next up, we've got the Drunk Elephant TLC Fram Boost Glycox Serum, which Matt pointed out last time he noticed on the bottle. My bottle's a little bit older. It says 12% AHA, BHA. Now it's 10%. So they apparently changed it at some point without really mentioning it. But anyway, one bottle of this is about $90. I have a couple sizes. This is a 1 ounce size, $90. It's expensive. It's a nice exfoliant. However, Geek and Gorgeous has a really nice alternative. Their smooth out serum. They're smooth out. It's more of a liquid exfoliant. You can pat it on or use a cotton pad and use it that way. But the full size of that one costs $30. That will save you $60. It's really wonderful. I picked up the larger size of all the Geek and Gorgeous liquid exfoliants because they're all wonderful. My favorite is their Calm Down, but this one is a nice alternative to the Drunk Elephant. And then last but not least, Foreo Silicone Sponge Device Cleaner. So, depending where you get it, retails between $60 and $150. I had the larger size. That one lasted me about 9 months before it died. I've gotten a couple of smaller ones in beauty boxes, but the large size still is my favorite. However, I have an alternative on Amazon, which this one has lasted, I don't know, 6 years now? This has outlived 3 of my Foreo ones. And then they make these little Foreo ones that are like the environmentally friendly C edition, which don't recharge, so they're garbage after you finish it, which makes it strange how that's great for the environment. I don't know the tie-in. I don't understand it when it is unchargeable and it's garbage after a couple months. This one for 25 bucks has outlasted multiple things, so still keep it in my shower. So I linked to the same brand on Amazon. I couldn't find the identical one, but I did link to the same brand that this is. So I've got different colors and things. So there we go. Between all of these, you should save yourself, I don't know what. So this one here, we saved $400. This one we saved $250. What is that? $650. This one was $70. We saved $58 on that. What are we at? It's like a lot. That's what I'm going to say. I don't know. It's like it got to be around $1,000 between all these. So you don't need to spend a ridiculous amount of money to have good skin. And a lot of these things, especially the cleansers, they go down the drain so fast. So, well, if you're a splurge on something, splurge on vitamin C and sunscreen. That's my thoughts. So, anyway, some of my favorite affordable alternatives to ridiculously expensive products that I love. Anyway, interested in hearing from you guys if you have any ridiculously expensive products you love, and if you found an alternative to them or not, or you just splurge and treat yourself. So, anyway, leave a comment. Love hearing from you guys, and stay tuned for more tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.